Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, using Awaken Tarot website in the back of the box. Hello. Let's try to speak. myryve.com. There's a creative director for this, Sally Willems, Willms. I believe if you go to the website, you'll find them. I haven't been to the website yet, so I'm totally guessing for that. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. Website at the bottom there is heyhouse.com. Feel free to freeze frame on any of that information if you need to see it a little bit longer. What do we have for Virgo? Are we feeling Virgolicious? Are we feeling Virgolicious? I mean, really. Because it's when I'm recording this, it's Virgo season. And I was just thinking of that. Granted, whenever you watch this video, it's valid for you. So if you're watching this and it's not Virgo season, still cool, still good. Okay, I'm seeing this coming up, and it's making me wonder if this, whatever you're dealing with, whenever you're watching this, the next full moon might be very significant. So I think we just passed the full moon, just like a couple days ago. So in about 4 weeks might be when this really starts to kick in. Just keep that in mind. Because you got something going on here. Somebody is in for a second and gone next. Okay. Even though it's the king, it's fire. Somebody's coming in, they're here for a second, and then they're going away. Somebody is not staying with this situation. Somebody around you, somebody, whatever you're dealing with, I feel like you already know that this is something that's not going to stick around. And I feel like you already see it for what it is, and I feel like they're saying make sure you honor your gut, but enjoy the situation enjoy the situation at its fullest. Just realize that this is not permanent, whatever it is, but still enjoy it for what it is. That might be a little bit of a challenge because this is a very strong energy, especially for Virgo. This is more like a leader fire energy. The leader of fire is usually Leo. Aries is pretty tough too, so they're a very strong fire energy too. Sagittarius is cool, but they tend to not want to lead, but they lead anyway. And I'm seeing that. I'm seeing the Temperance card is here around here. This is the Sagittarius energy. Doesn't mean you have to be dealing with a fire sign, but this is somebody with fire qualities. They can be a lot of fun, very advantageous, very good at getting things done, going in there and just handling it and moving on. But this is not something that Virgo really likes. Virgo kind of is like, let's do it at a good pace, but let's keep at it. Let's keep it. You're not really one to jump in, do something, and then go away. You're kind of like, you're more of an investment energy. The fire energy is like here today, gone tomorrow. It's kind of like lighting a match. It's not going to stay lit for days. It's staying lit for like a minute if you're lucky. That kind of energy is what we got going on here. And I feel like you know that that's what's going on here. But I feel like they're saying you also got to make sure that you don't sink something that could go to your advantage. This is a good energy that you want to keep in the sense of like a good relation with. Maybe you don't want to work with this energy all the time, but you want to keep a good relation with it. Relation. I feel like I keep wanting to say relation. Like, if I say friendly, I feel like I'm pushing it. Like a good relation to a good relation. Because this is an energy that, like, it has walked away before. It has walked away before. I don't know if it's walked away in your life before, or you've seen it walk away in other people's lives before, but this is here today, gone tomorrow. It does seem like this is a person who kind of circles around, so somebody you do kind of know, but you also realize that they get very involved in one thing today, but they'll go and do something else tomorrow. So, and that's not usually very comfortable for Virgo. Kind of like, you want to like build on something and keep building on the same thing. For example, I think of, I could be wrong, not that you're puzzle people, but if Virgo's to work on a puzzle, I feel like they like the 3,000 puzzle. 3,000 pieces, they work on a little bit today, a little bit when they want, maybe tomorrow. You work on it little by little by little, and you get a great outcome because it's a beautiful picture. This energy is more like, they'll do like 100 to 200 piece puzzle, one that they can finish in the same day and just kind of put it up and be done with it. That's different. Like, it's different. It's kind of like, well, it's a different. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully, that made sense, because I feel like I'm trying to put it together in a way that kind of, like, it's not a bad energy. But I'm wondering if you're kind of like relating to it as if it's like, well, like, because I feel like you don't. I feel like I don't like how it's come and go. I don't like that. Just here and there, and just today, tomorrow. It may be, dare I say, for some of you, this person's energy might be a little bit more offensive to you because it comes across like it's going to stay, but you know it won't. And I keep getting this analogy of, like, enjoy it for the moment, realize that you're probably right, but don't block yourself from enjoying the moment. So I'm going to be pushing my luck with this analogy, but I'll go there. Somebody's trying to get your attention. Say you're a single person, whatever. Just for analogy, you don't have to be. Just follow the analogy. That's all I'm asking. Somebody's showing up. They're all about you. They're nice. They keep trying to get you to go out with them. So, I know I'm going to get shot for this, but the analogy I'm getting is kind of like, all right, already decide what you do and don't want to come of this situation. So if you're like, well, they're not going to stick around, so I don't want to do anything physical. You've already decided that. But maybe you're like, maybe I'll give in to them a little bit. We can go out. We can go enjoy, we can go to maybe some amusement park, maybe have a nice meal together. And then I'm going to be done. Like, still go on a date with them is what they'd say. Get to know who they are. Keep on good terms with them. Good relations. Whatever's right for you. But, like, especially because I feel like Virgo would say that right in the beginning. Like, there's certain things I will and certain things I won't. Here's just so you know, it's not going here. Nothing physical will happen between us. So we can go on a date. If you want to go on a date with me, I'm just telling you now, I'm not doing anything physical with you on this date or right after it ends. Just so you know, we're not doing that. I'm not going to do that. If you still want to go on a date with me, sure, I'll go to this amusement park with you. We can share a meal together. But I'm telling you, I'm serious. No, there's nothing physical will happen. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. I think this is worth it. I'm saying go on that date. Enjoy the time. Enjoy some fun. See it for what the truth is. Have a good time. And then when it's over, then see if they come back after that. And then you're probably going to be right because this energy's here today, gone tomorrow. Make it the best that you want it. Because I feel like you can have a good time. And you're making a good impression. This might be one of those things, and I've heard this happen with other people, where they go on a date with somebody. It doesn't have to be a date thing, by the way. It's just an analogy. But I've heard this where people get together with somebody and they date with somebody. Maybe they go on 1 or 2 dates, and it ends fine. It's like nobody's upset, but it didn't go anywhere. Years later, they end up working with them in some relation, or they have some other connection. Maybe they have their children go to the same school or something like that. They have an advantageous connection with this person later. Because nothing ended harshly. You got to know them a little bit. You didn't really see the point of it at the time, but you did it. It could end up going your way, especially with the moon card going there. I'm getting like it could happen during the full moon that this happens, whatever this is. Or it could just be like that contrary energy, kind of like, I don't know if I really want to do this because I don't see the point in it. But you could still have fun. Have fun. Stay on positive relations, whatever that means for you. I don't feel like friendship works because I feel like Virgo develops a friendship more than this is actually going to go. Because it's like it comes in fast and it goes fast, but I see like stay on good relations. It's gonna be advantageous to you at some point. Because you're right. This is going to move on. Whatever this is going to move on, but it's going to circle back around later in a positive way for you. Keep that in mind. Like sometimes this may sound weird, but maybe this makes sense to Virgo a little bit better because I probably shouldn't say too much about this, but I knew somebody when I was younger. Things didn't really go anywhere, but we ended on good terms. I thought that was great. I thought that was fine, and I wasn't bent out of shape about it. Later, many years later, they worked at a place that I wanted to get a job at that place, and they said a good word for me. It did make a difference. I really do think it made a difference because I didn't think I was going to get that job. And then this person, I realized they were there, and they're like, hey, I'll put a good word in for you. And then next thing I knew, I was getting a call back, and then I got in. I'm just saying, you'd be surprised where, you know, something like this, especially if it goes through the whole way and you don't feel like anything happened that you're not happy with, if that makes sense. Like, if you're a person like you're willing to go on a date and you don't care if it gets physical, then that's your business. That's cool. I personally have no judgment on that. But if you're the type of person like, no, if it's not going anywhere, I don't want anything physical, and you feel fine afterwards, cool. Stay on good relations. I feel like that's what they're saying. Stay on good relations with this. Are we good? Are we cool? Are we happy? I'm talking fast for some reason. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.